Praise the Lord, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about weight loss. I'm on a weight loss journey. And some years ago, I don't know, 2007, 2008, I was thinking about losing weight because I've been overweight for quite a long time now. And as I was laying down in my bed, the Lord had spoke to me and said to me what size that I want to wear. And I told him a size 6. And he said, not only would I wear a size 6, but he even a size 4 in some things. And so since then, I've been waiting for God's timing. Um, just last year, I lost 50 pounds and I have maintained that weight loss. And so I'm so excited today to tell you about weight loss, to speak to you about it. Not using no Ozempic or intermittent fasting or any of those other diet plans, but just God. God knows exactly what you need in your body, what you need to eat, what foods you need to eat for you to lose weight. And it was so effortless, you know. And not only that, the way that he has me eating, which is a clean diet, his clean diet, by the way, not, what this one says or that one says, because if you remember when clean eating came out, you had so many gurus that had their way of what they believed the clean diet should be, what was clean and what was not. You had people disagreeing with one another on what was clean. But see, I am not going to put my faith in a man because I know that a man nor a woman, neither one of them made me. Neither one has the blueprint for me. See, because God has the blueprint, whenever something goes wrong with me based on how I have lived my life or what my eating habits, if I've been eating bad food, according to my culture or just, my upraising or whatever. If I've been eating a lot of bad food and I've caused these conditions to come on me, God knows exactly where to touch me and what area needs to be healed, and he can heal it. He can heal it just by touching me, just by speaking the word. Not a doctor. Doctors don't know that. In fact, you can't go to a doctor and say that God told you not to eat or take a certain medicine. They look at you like you're crazy. But I do it all the time because if God tells me to stop taking something, I'm going to stop. But I'm going to make sure it's God before I stop. So let me share with you that during that I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 month time and when I lost the 50 pounds, let me tell you what I was eating and how I was eating it. And God said clean. So he enabled me to do it, and then he inspired me to seek out certain products. And then there were certain things he would tell me to move out my diet, you know. So I told you the story about how I don't eat meat, first and foremost. I told you that. I don't eat sugar. I don't drink soda. I don't eat bread. I don't eat sweets. So you would think, people think because you don't eat those things, you would be skinny. Oh, no, 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 no. And I don't eat potatoes, nor do I eat rice. So over the last, I don't know, since those 5 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months, I'm sorry, when I lost the weight, I have continued to eat this way. Let me share something with you in case you're a person that you like vegetables, but you don't always have the time to make fresh vegetables. Let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you it's played a big role in my weight loss. These bird's eye steamed fresh sweet peas. I eat them every day, okay? And I want to share with you, first of all, there's zero fat in them, zero saturated fat, zero trans fat, zero cholesterol, zero sodium, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. There is 5 grams of dietary fiber and a total of sugars 5 grams, but those are natural sugars from the vegetable itself, and then protein 5 grams. Now, I eat this, and I I eat it. It's so easy for me to eat it because what I do, you just put this in the microwave and you lay it face side down and you steam it. I steam it for, I mean, not steam it. I microwave it for 5 minutes. Take it out, cut it open with a scissor, and there's my vegetables. I was putting a teaspoon of butter in there, and then God told me to back up from that because I was doing that, you know, 2 times a day. So just telling you, just sharing with you that the calories per serving is 70. This is a great way to get in some green vegetables. They also have this in broccoli. I get that too. They also have it in other all kinds of, and it's not that it's go to to Target if you're interested in it. Target usually has it, you know, cheaper than, like if you do Publix. I'm in Tampa, so Publix is our main store. You can find them on sale at Target for $1.19. And when I go on the trip, I usually take them with me in a cooler because I don't know, months ago God told me to stop eating in restaurants because you cannot control the salt. Now, not only that, you can't control the other seasons that they're putting in there. If they're using sugar, you just can't control that stuff. Sure, the food tastes good, but at what expense? Especially if you're trying to lose weight or if you have to watch your sodium intake, which is what God told me one night. I woke up and the Lord told me, if you want to live, stop the salt. So from that moment on, I started reducing as drastically as I could on salt intake. Now, do I eat some salt? Very little. I'll get unsalted beans. Do y'all know that there's seasonings out there that can season your food? Now, it's going to be a change. Yeah, your taste buds are not going, you're going to have to go through a change. Let's just say that like that. There are seasonings out there. There's adobo out there. There is sazon with no salt. You can get it on Amazon.com. I was using the heck out of adobo, salt-free adobo, and it was good. And people, I would put it in here like, "That's good." I said, "Yeah, there's no salt in it either." So if you're somebody who is having salt, you're salt sensitive, and it's not only people my age, 62 years old, because I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have diabetes, I don't have any of those conditions, I don't take any medication. But all of a sudden, one day, I would wake up in the morning and it would feel like I had just had a cup of salt, dry salt in my mouth. That's how the salty taste in my mouth was so strong. Now, as my saliva starts to, run throughout my mouth, when you're sleeping, your mouth can get dry. But as the saliva starts to move in my mouth, as I wake up and I start moving my mouth, or I start talking to God or whatever, then that salty taste would dissipate. But when I first woke up, that's what was happening. If I eat anything that is really, not really salty, but just high levels of salt, I had to stop the salt. I had to not totally stop, but I had to significantly decrease it to almost that there was no salt at all. And there's some things that I just have no salt in at all. Again, I don't use salt unless I have to use just a little sprinkling sometimes on something, because if you don't, it would taste like death. But these steamed fresh bird's eye, it's been a lifesaver for me. It's been a lifesaver because I can eat that. I can eat salads. There are salad dressings out there that you can get. I know the name of them. If you want this information, I'm willing to share it with you. As I said, I don't eat the potatoes and stuff. And then there are other things that God has stopped me from eating. Like I eat one egg a day. One egg, if I feel like it. I scramble it. Chop up some green onions, put it in it or some chives. If you're a person that needs salt and pepper, I've never needed salt. I've always put pepper in my egg. Well, it's egg now. God won't let me have two eggs, and there's a reason for it. And it might be just personal to me, or it might be because we shouldn't eat more than one. I don't know. I'll find that out from him. But there's a goal ahead, and I will lose this weight. I will lose it because God is not a liar. But I will have to make the adjustments as he points them out to me. I don't go, every now and again, I'll go up, I'll ask God, can I go to Cheesecake Factory? Just so I can get the barbecue chicken ranch salad, of which when I do go, like yesterday, I don't eat chicken, so I modify it to death. No chicken, no tomatoes, because I've had it with tomatoes right now. Um, no barbecue sauce, no barbecue um, ranch dressing. I just do a little ranch because I'm in Cheesecake Factory and I can't use the dressing that I would if I was at home. Um, but then it's corn and beans in there, and corn is something I can only eat in spells because that's another one that I really need to try to get away from. Like I said, this is not perfect, but if you're going to live and you're going to eat anyway, right? You're going to do both. You're going to live and you're going to eat. Then you might as well get your eating plan or instructions from God because He knows exactly what your body needs. And He'll make it to where it is not hard on you and it's something you can maintain. You know, He told me to eat soups and salads. Now, that may be for a certain time. Now, that's not been that easy for me. I make salads and soups. But you get tired of something after a while, but you have to just try to press through. So I would eat riced cauliflower. There's a certain brand I like, fresh riced cauliflower, not the frozen because it's full of salt. And I would take the bag of fresh, go in the produce section, get rice cauliflower, stick a few fork holes in it because if you don't, it'll pop open in the microwave oven, and then put it on 5 minutes and cook it. It will be tender. Throw it in a frying pan, little olive oil, all your seasonings that you love. Reduce the salt, please, guys. Before you have to anyway, because when you get to a certain age, salt starts really fussing back at you. It doesn't, you start swelling and things like that. But I put green onions. I put a little black pepper. I've never been a big black pepper person, but I use the adobo. And there's also this thing by Badia called 14 Seasonings. It has no salt in it. You should try that. If you like a little spicy, it's in there. That's why I'm very careful with it because I don't like spicy food. I'm not really a spicy person. I can cook it, not a spicy person. So besides those things, there's other things God told me. Like He told me to walk. And so I'm walking now. I was walking before. He will tell you how much to walk. If God tell you to walk 20 minutes, walk 20 minutes. Do not lean to your own understanding. I know this is way out in the left field for you. But as a person who's been living according to God's plans for years, I'm talking about 30 years, I can't tell you the blessings that He has bestowed on me for listening to Him, for doing it His way, for following it, even when it hurt to wait. You think I want to wait? I don't want to wait anymore. I'd like to be that size 6 now. But there's a lot of people who want to be a size 6. And they're not. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself to God. Give the situation to God. Ask God to change your eating, your taste buds, and to point you to the foods that you should eat. Ask Him, what should I eat, Lord? I really want to lose weight. Help me. You're my God. You're my friend. You're my Savior. You're my great physician. You're my doctor. You're my lawyer. You're my advocate. Tell God who He is and mean it. Don't play a game with God. He's not Mattel. Quite often people play games with God, and then when he doesn't perform, because he's not going to jump to when you say, I mean, when you say jump, he's not going to say how high. It's not working like that. God is the lover of your soul, and he wants to help you no matter what the situation. And if weight loss is what you need, he got it for you. You just need to come to him and follow his eating plan. Like I said, I'm not always perfect. I don't always um, hit the mark 100%, but I hit it 97. That's right. And that salt, I decreased that because, oh my God, it. That thing that when your Achilles heel gets real tight in the back, and they call that plantar fasciitis. The doctor tried to tell me I had that. He said, "You got plantar fasciitis. It's age related." Yeah, but when I started eating the way God told me to eat, it disappeared. All the weight, all the heaviness, the um, allergy pressure in my sinuses. I was taking pills for that stuff consistently, going and getting them allergy medicines behind the counter where the pharmacist is to get the real Mucinex and the real Allegra D or Allegra D, because you can't get Allegra D out in the aisle. You get Allegra, but you can't get Allegra D. You have to go to the pharmacist where you show your driver's license. They put that there because all them people with methamphetamine was using that stuff to make their drugs. So what am I saying to you? Let God arise in this situation. Weight loss doesn't have to be hard. I did it 50 pounds. I need to lose a lot more. Oh, yeah. I need more than 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds maybe. They tell me, oh, you're going to look too, for people who see me, you're going to be too thin. Okay, then let me see that. That's what I say. And maybe as I see it, I'll say, okay, God, that's enough. But I think I'm going to like this size 6. I do. I think I'm going to like it. If what I'm feeling now, the goodness, the great feeling I have in my body from changing my diet the way God wanted me, if that's any indication of what I'm going to feel like when I get down to 6, after I get through, as he refines this and tweaks it and in me, oh, I'm going to feel great. I'm tired right now because I was up to 2 o'clock in the morning last night. Pray for me, y'all. But I believe and I know that God will do this for you. Weight loss, supernatural. Supernatural. Listen, science does not know how everything works in the body. Some of them, they have to give their best guess. That's right. Some of them, they have to do that. I tried intermittent fasting and it didn't work for me. And I did that, um, what they said, 8-16. Yeah, didn't work. I already fast 3 times a week. That's a mandate that God gave to the whole school of prophets. We fast 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anyhow, lots of love to you. Thank you for listening to me. And listen, if you need to eat stuff, if you can't eat in restaurants like me or you want to stop and see what happens to you. Stop. Just stop eating in restaurants for a month or 2, maybe more than a month, 2 months. I took a trip me and my husband in a car. We went to San Antonio, Texas to see my mother-in-law. And because I couldn't eat in restaurants and we wasn't going to be stopping all the time, I had these frozen peas. And I would stop at, one of them places that you have like a racetrack. And I would send a prophet in there and ask them, could you just use their microwave it. And I had a spoon and I'd eat it out the bag in the car while my husband was driving on our way to where we were going. I had salads in the bowl. I stay in not in restaurants, but in I stay in hotels where you can actually cook, so that I'm able to prepare something if I need to. Anyhow, God bless you. I love you. If you're enjoying this, please give me a thumbs up and share it. And you know what? Consider subscribing. I got something for you. If I haven't hit on something that you need yet, don't give up on this. I got something for you. God bless you. Lots of love to you. Bye.